Dr. Wood, author of the book Miracles in Minutes, and today I'm going to cover probably one of the deepest rooted fears of man, and I would say that's rejection. Um, you know, who likes to be rejected by their boyfriend? What guy likes to go up and ask a girl out and get rejected? Who wants to be rejected from, being able to play sports? Who wants to be rejected when you submit a copy of your book to a literary agent? However, Jack Canfield, I think it was 150 different times he went out for chicken soup with his soul and he got rejected. So, what can we do about it? And I'm going to highly recommend Dr. Susan Anderson and the journey from abandonment to healing. It's funny that even the Bible has a promise. God says, "Hey, I'll never leave you nor forsake you." In other words, I won't reject you. But when Adam and Eve ate the tree of knowledge, they felt afraid, they felt abandoned, they felt rejected. So it's interesting from our neurobiology that small children that we are this helpless being. We're totally 100% dependent upon someone outside to love and take care of us. I mean, we can't get up and get our milk, or we can't change our own diaper or bathe. And as a child, most children got unconditional love, but not all of them. There's a lot of them that didn't. So for some, how does a small child process this abandonment issues, and then it affects relational issues as people grow up, and it makes it hard to deal with life. So, because I hate to say it, but rejection is part of life. I mean, everything you go and sign up for, you may get turned down. Not because you're not loved, maybe you just don't have the skill set yet. Michael Jordan was cut from the basketball team, rejected, and it wasn't that he was a bad person, which is personalizing, internalizing what we tend to do, but it was the fact that he didn't have the skill level yet. Now, you can use it as a motivator, or you can use it as, I'm no good, I'm not worthy, da 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 da. So, the journey from abandonment to healing, um, I highly recommend Dr. Susan Anderson's work. It makes sense. She has a workbook that goes with it. She also has another book. I just had these all come in, called Taming Your Outer Child, which is what happens is, this archetype of this small child, 3 to 5 years old, then creates this, I can't get my needs met. So they create this wild child, the one that, hey, I want to act up and, get into drugs and avoid problems. And it's not that that's a bad thing, because it's a defense mechanism to deal with deep seated heart hurt or soul hurt or psychic hurt or emotional pain, to get away from it and somehow ameliorate it and still get our needs met. If your need is for love, it could be by getting attention, and that attention could be, getting locked up all the time. Does anybody care about me? Was someone come get me out of here? Somebody? So this is all happening on a deep subconscious level. Why you can't get your shit together? It's like, dude, this is not conscious at all. It's subconscious and unconscious behaviors that a conversation needs to occur. Uh, Almost like adult parent comes in and talks to the small child and says, "Hey, look, I'm here for you now. I'm the adult. I'm going to be here for you. How can I help you and serve your needs in a healthy way?" Versus this dysfunctional character that keeps showing up in relationship and becomes a self-saboteur. And that's what the adult child is. That's the character that's been sabotaging your life. It's not a bad character. Do not get angry at the adult child. It's doing its job until the adult shows up. So uh, those two books are the whole complement. She also has a workbook, the Abandonment Recovery Workbook. You got to do the work. Just because you're aware of something, I can read about how to ride a bicycle, but that does not mean I'm skilled at riding the bicycle. So, or if you're willing to go on the journey to have yourself, become very like sound emotionally and feel whole as a person for the first time in your life, to feel integrated and to feel wonderful about being here today, you're gonna have to deal with that abandonment fear and that fear of loss, which allows you to step forward and do great things. So, Dr. Wood, wishing the best, want the best for you. This world could be a lot better place if we deal with some of the root cause issues, go after them, be actionable, be responsible for your shit, and do the work, and watch your life turn around. Have a great day.